All right, here's a live look at LAX where your NFC champion Rams are returning soon. The Rams, they punched the ticket to Super Bowl 53 by beating the New Orleans Saints. They'll take on the New England Patriots in Atlanta. That's just 2 weeks from today. Okay, so major outrage from both sides tonight on a video that's gone viral.
The video appears to show a group of Kentucky high school students mocking a Native American elder after a March for Our Lives rally in D.C. New video emerges in a story that has gone viral between Catholic school students and a Native American elder named Nathaniel Phillips. Phillips found himself surrounded by students, one staring him down, the others chanting around him, as Phillips says he was trying to create calm between two groups at odds.
I realized I had put myself in a really dangerous situation, you know. It was like, here's a group of people who were angry at somebody else, and I put myself in front of that, and all of a sudden I'm the one who's all that anger and all that wanting to have the freedom to just rip me apart.
This video shows what happened long before Phillips shows up. You could see a group of about 5 black men who identify as Hebrew Israelites preaching. They start taunting people of all colors, other black visitors, natives, and a Catholic priest.
Let's make America great again. A bunch of child molesting.
This is the moment that group is aware of the students, some wearing Make America Great Again hats.
You got these pompous come down here in the middle of a native rally with their dirty hat on.
At first, the Catholic students are there in small numbers, but more and more students begin to gather, watching with few weighing in. The small group of men continues taunting them.
A bunch of incest babies. Right, trailer park babies. This is what America make America great looks like.
The students begin to react, but do not approach the men. The black Israelites continue to condemn the kids.
You worship blasphemy. We got angels that are blasphemous us.
Then one of the students takes off his shirt and the group begins chanting. 2 minutes later, you hear a drum beat. That is Phillips and another native drummer. He says it was an attempt to thwart potential violence. The kids dance to it, and some begin chanting along with the native song. But for those who think they were enjoying each other's company, Phillips says that is not at all how it felt, especially because of the students standing before him.
Fear, not for myself, but fear for the next generations, fear where this country's going. Fear for those youths, fear for their future, fear for their souls, their spirit, their what they're going to do to this country.
So the school is investigating and the students could get expelled. Within the past few hours, the student at the center of that video released a statement. Nick Sandman said he was startled and confused as to why Phillips went up to him after the group had already been yelled at by the other protesters. He also said he wasn't making faces at the protester. He claimed he was smiling because he wanted Phillips to know he wasn't going to be intimidated.
Well, the month-long government shutdown will not impact one national park. The Martin Luther King National Park in Atlanta is back up and running for the next 2 weeks. That's all thanks to a donation from Delta Airlines. Well, this means visitors will be able to go there tomorrow on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. The park will also be available to Super Bowl fans who obviously will flock to Atlanta for the big game on February 3rd. The historic site also includes King's home.
All right, I'm going to make a prediction here that a lot of people are out and about celebrating now.
Yes, I have, especially here in Southern California. Wow.
Yeah,
absolutely,
seriously.
and it's a nice night to be out.
That's right. The first time the Rams have been back to the Super Bowl since 1980
so cool.
for Los Angeles.
Yeah,
that was taken
cool.
a while ago, but I just thought I'd pull it up, let everybody know that we're cheering for our Rams. All right, so today's a great night to look up toward the sky if you can see this.
Where's that from?
This is actually a live look from Upland, looking toward the moon. So we're looking at the total lunar eclipse taking place at about 8:41 tonight. So we still have a few more minutes. But what's happening is it's called the Wolf Blood Supermoon. and lunar eclipse, so that's a mouthful, but there's a lot going on tonight. If you can see this, this is a great time to be outside, but we do have some high clouds obstructing some of the view tonight, and that's because we have a system to the north of us that's going to continue to cool us down and potentially bring us some snow showers, especially in the higher elevations. So that's something to look out for as we head into the overnight hours. Take a look. Normally, our map here is a lot more green, but we're starting to see a lot more of the blues filling in, especially for the foothills and mountains, and that's because we have a lot of this cooler air coming in from Northern California. 39 degrees right now for Big Bear, 59 for San Bernardino, 57 for Ontario, and also 52 for Lancaster, low 60s for Van Nuys. So we are definitely much cooler tonight compared to this time yesterday. Remember, yesterday was nice and warm. We had those weak offshore winds. Well, the sea breeze returns, and that's why things are a little bit cooler tonight compared to last night. So we have some breezy conditions picking up for Oxnard, some breezes for Santa Monica, lighter winds for Fontana, and also for the Pasadena area. We're going to see some gustier conditions associated with the system moving in from Northern California, and then we're also looking at some Santa Ana winds taking place once the system passes. So a lot going on in the next few days, and I'll try and break it down for you. So here's a look. We have all these watches and warnings ahead of the system. So we do have a wind advisory that will start to pick up as soon as the system passes starting on Tuesday. So just know that we're going to start to see some gustier Santa Ana winds, and that's going to dry us out and also warm us up. But we also have high wind warnings in place tonight for the high desert communities, and that's because we're looking at a lot more of that colder air really pushing through. So tomorrow will be much colder than the rest of the weekend, and then tonight we could even see a dusting of snow through the Grapevine, that I-5 corridor. So a winter weather advisory has been issued, but it really doesn't go into effect until about 4 a.m. It's going to stay with us till about noon tomorrow. So snow levels could get down to 3,500 feet, maybe 1 to 3 inches of new snow. So there's that system right now as it gets a little bit closer to us. And again, we could see a dusting of it through the Grapevine, and that's not good because tomorrow we round out our big 3-day weekend. So a lot of commuters could be going through that I-5 corridor. As we head into Tuesday, though, things are changing. That low pressure system moves off. We have a high pressure system right behind it, so temperatures will slowly start to warm up. But again, Santa Ana winds returning, so that means we will see some very gusty conditions for Tuesday and Wednesday. And then by the time we head into Friday and Saturday, temperatures will be above average. Beaches will be about 63 tomorrow, slowly warming up nicely by the end of the week. Inland Empire 61, warming up to the upper 70s by Friday. And then the high deserts and mountains will also see the winds picking up. Back to you guys.
All right, Amber, thank you so much. Homeless no more, how the LAPD and a Hollywood star are teaming up to get a man who served our country off the streets.
And a little later, the taste of victory, the sweet treat supporting the Super Bowl bound Rams.